Today, I want to let you know that there's a little bit of possible trigger warning here as I'm going to talk about mental well-being. I'm going to share a little bit of our family story with you. Since I can remember, I have struggled with extreme highs and extreme lows. And to the point where a couple times throughout my life, I have tried to end it. Then fast forward to my daughter, when she was 11, also started showing signs of the extreme highs and extreme lows, and also tried to end her life. Then fast forward to last December, and while my husband and I and our oldest daughter were away, my youngest son also attempted. Luckily, my middle child, our second daughter, was in the basement as my son went downstairs with a rope tied around his neck and was able to get the rope taken off. And she stayed with him until we returned home, where we had a very open discussion around mental health and emotions and everything that can take place. And I'm really grateful that one of the things that we have are the essential oils, especially from doTERRA. doTERRA means gift from the earth, and these truly are a gift to our family. Myself and my oldest daughter have been using various essential oils to support our highs and lows since probably 2014, when we started learning about how they can affect our emotions. And I was super excited when at convention, I think it was 2 years ago, maybe 3, I can't remember, but when Adaptiv came out, I was super excited because of all the science behind it. So Adaptiv is the most researched in the creation of the blend, as well as once it was formulated, they did a double-blind study. And some of the cool things are the combination of the mood effects of the constituents that are in this blend. It contains lavender, and that's calming and soothing, and it contains coriander and fennel and wild orange, and wild orange is uplifting and helps like the happy feel goods, right? It also contains other naturally sourced compounds, especially in the soft gels. So Adaptiv is a 3-part system. There's the soft gels, and then the blend itself. And then the blend also comes in a touch roller, which has a carrier oil mixed in, so you can just apply it right away. So you can roll it on your wrist, is kind of what I like to do, so that then I can just breathe it in and smell. And then I also like to place it on the back of my neck, and sometimes on the bottom of my feet to kind of help with the extremes of emotions. But the soft gels contain a chemical compound called GABA, and it's naturally produced in our bodies, as well as naturally occurs in our food. The primary function of GABA is to regulate the activity in our cells in the brain and the central nervous system, and it helps in managing our behavior. It helps with our focus and cognition, and it helps with our natural response to stress. And so Adaptiv is super important in our home. And for my daughter and myself, and sometimes my husband and my middle child, Adaptiv is used on those days that the mind chatter is just a little bit too much, or that they need to calm so they can focus, or when we're having the highs and lows, we'll take the Adaptiv soft gels internally. We all have the roller to use as a support in the moment. And then the Adaptiv blend, this became key in March for our family. There was a lot of emotions going on, as here in Utah, First, my second daughter, her school had 3 cases of COVID, and for spring break, my oldest came home, and the day after, our family was put in quarantine while they assessed who was actually in contact with these 3 students. From there, my daughter that went to the school was on a precautionary quarantine where she had to stay home for the full 14 days. That gave a lot of feelings for the fact that our plans had been canceled for spring break, and we were left to adjust. Then the 18th of March, 2 miles from our home was the epicenter of a 5.7 earthquake, the largest I've ever experienced, and obviously the same for my children. So Adaptiv was key that day. We all needed that extra support as feelings were kind of all over the place as we were dealing with aftershocks throughout the day. So Adaptiv is key to supporting our bodies and our overall mental well-being, and supporting our bodies in those natural functions that take place. So I look forward to hearing your success stories with Adaptiv.